Want to start again? Want to start again? Do you care about wearing this? Do you want to?
I don't really want to wear it.
You don't want to? Okay. Okay, this is episode 9 of a podcast. During this semester, the season 1 of a podcast, we have been talking a lot about IIT Crushes. Oh man, don't tell me that it's that guy. No way. No way. You're a guy. You wanna go in? Go ahead, go in. Yeah, it's alright. So you go transpose a little bit in you.
Yeah. It's gonna be an interesting day.
I don't think it's gonna be interesting.
Why? Alright, we have IIT Crushes in the building. I know you because where I work, you always come in and out. I work as a CDA in SSV, and I always see you coming in and out. SSV middle?
SSV?
Yep. Have a seat.
Okay.
You live in SSV, right?
Oh no, I live in Common.
Oh, what?
Common?
Oh.
Yeah, the building, like depression.
All right, we have one of the people of IIT Crushes right now. If you want to pull that close to you.
Okay, sure.
All right. So first of all, introduce yourself.
Okay, so
Can you just
first of
put?
all, yeah, you are the host.
Can you just pull it close to you, like really, really close?
Sure.
Yeah. You can pull it really
Yeah,
close.
I used this before.
All right. Awesome.
Okay. So you are the host. You, I think you should introduce yourself and just.
All right.
I mean,
I'm Sid.
I'm Prince, and you are.
And you? Lady first? Okay. And actually, who I am is not really important.
Okay.
So I think you should just get into the points first, and maybe we can get to know each other after the show.
All right. Sure. Sure. So you don't want to give your name? You don't want to give anything?
No, because I'm here because of IIT Crushes, not me. So
So,
who I am is not really.
Are you just
relevant.
representing IIT Crushes, or are you actually part of IIT Crushes?
Okay, so I have to be honest. I am the only person behind that.
We figured that out pretty early on.
Yeah.
It was pretty obvious, but go ahead. Why did you give out that facet of being a whole group? But we were curious about why you wanted to appear as a group.
Okay, so it would be, very creepy if just, one person is going to be, do something that gather a lot of information about people. So if we do I have the kind of, I read a little bit about psychology and stuff, like crowd effect. So I figure out that if more people, involved in this kind of activity, you have to give them some trust because, have a group of people, doing the same things. So more people are going to do it. So.
By the way, I really respect what you did with the whole thing where you told people to not put sexual stuff in it. It was very respectful because I know that there was a previous iteration of IIT Crushes a few semesters ago where they tried to harass people when people were posting about sexual stuff and stuff that were really personal, and there was no anonymity. I really appreciate the way that you did the account, that you did the Google form that was really anonymous. It's a very smooth operation, and I really respect that. I really respect the page for that, and I also really applaud you for the growth. You grew up like 300 followers in
about 333 right now.
Yeah.
Pretty good, especially at IIT where the community doesn't really interact with each other. No one really wants to participate, and you got the ball rolling. Tell me about how you chose to target the athletes at the beginning, because you DM'd me at the beginning and you told me about the athletes. Yeah.
That was pretty interesting because I am the new student here this semester, and I know no one here.
Mm-hmm.
So I know some people, that very active on Instagram because they are the people that got suggested to my account because I like some pages and from my personal account, so I can see that Instagram suggests those people, and of course, they should be, athlete and frat boys and girls, sorority girl. So yeah, that's the way you have to put something in the first place. If you don't know anyone, just go for the celebrity and the people who got a lot of connection.
Did you reach out to them personally, or did you just appear?
No.
You just followed them?
I just don't know anyone, so yeah.
So how did they find you out? So how did they find out about you and then got the ball rolling about it?
What do you mean?
So when you didn't have any post, when you had like less than 20 followers, how did people find out about you?
No, just follow them,
So
and
you
they
just started following them, and then
just follow,
they
and
followed
then
you
people
back,
just
yeah.
And I think that
got instantly about like 5 minutes or something.
Yeah.
because IIT Crushes, I think it was really a capital thing that came at IIT because of a culture at IIT. People don't really interact with each other. People tend to be very reserved. And when IIT Crushes just came in, it was it created a whole flux between people, I think. It created a conversation, but it was also something that people wanted to participate in, not just watch. How did you feel about people just using your platform?
Actually, it was not really, active on the account, but I can see that people, like from the inside, from the Instagram too, they can show you. It's not just people, like follow you, how many likes, how many comment, or how many, people just commenting on your stuff, but they give you the information that how many account you reach, because I don't put the hashtag, so it's not gonna go far, right? So the only thing I put on each picture was the location. So of course nobody just go randomly to south side of Chicago and just browsing Illinois Institute of Technology, right? So this has to be people who knows already in the neighborhood or already go to the school. So that's how I figure out like how the pit is performing, like how's the performance, like how many account is reaching. So it's not really active like superficially or something. Like you can see that like how many people like this. It's not really much for expose because it's very personal, right?
Right.
But the interesting thing is I can see how many like sharing and posts, like you can message to other people. So there's a lot of posts that don't have a lot of people commenting on or likes on, but they got, send it to other people.
Right.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Because I think you're creating shareable content.
Yeah.
That's why people want to share it more. Right before coming here, I went on your page and I saw that you unfollowed everyone. And right before you came in the station right now, you told me that you deleted all of your messages.
Yeah.
Why?
Because okay, so how much time do you have for the show?
We have an hour.
An hour. So yeah. Okay, so I will go for some question that people like. A couple of days ago,
you asked on your for anyone that doesn't know. A couple of days ago, IIT Crushes posted on their story to for people to ask questions so that they could answer. So I guess if you wanna go ahead and answer the questions.
Okay, so most people would ask, "Who am I?"
Right.
That was my first question, actually. Yeah.
Okay, so that's the obvious thing that people wants to know who's behind of this thing.
Or why did you start it too?
And why I started it. And that's the only two questions that people really care about. So, okay, I will read to you something like a story.
Okay, go ahead.
15 years ago, actually, yeah. Okay, so 28th of October 2003. 8:13 p.m. I need something. I need to think of something to occupy my mind. Is it enough? Now I just need an idea. 9:48 p.m. I'm a little bit intoxicated. Not gonna lie. Sorry. Not gonna lie. So what if it's not even 10 p.m. and it's a Tuesday night? What? The Kirkland Facebook is open on my computer desktop, and some of those pictures, some of these people have pretty horrendous Facebook pics. I almost want to put some of these faces next to picture of farm animals and have people vote on which is more attractive.
Isn't that Mark Zuckerberg's?
Yeah.
Right.
It's not such a great idea and probably not even funny, but Billy comes up with an idea of comparing two people on Facebook from the Facebook and only sometime putting a farm animal in there. Good call, Mr. Olsen. I think he's onto something. So the reason why I came up with the idea of IIT Crushes was, I was drunk one night.
Okay.
About a month ago, a month and a half ago. So I was with people drinking and smoking some hookah or something. And my friends from other school, some from other school in Chicago, told me like, I think your school doesn't have anything, actually. You're a good school, engineering school, but you literally has nothing. And you don't have a lot of girls as well, so. We are basically, I'm new here. I've just been here for about like 2 months or something, and I'm sure that we are socially dead.
I agree. I agree on some point.
I was kind of, offended by that as well, but not gonna lie, they're right. They're true. That's a true story. So, so I was, just have some, idea. Just came up with an idea like, just hacking into their IIT database would be funny, but I am an international student. I could be kicked out of the country if I do that. So just do something nice, not like face mask of Mark Zuckerberg or something, but come up with something nice that people gonna like it and gonna contribute. That I don't have to do anything. Essentially, I don't have to come up with the content or something like.
Right.
I don't have to be, do something crazy. So just came up with that idea.
I heard that there was a mastermind, a master plan behind IIT Crushes. Do you want to reveal that, or would you like to keep that as a secret for the future?
Yeah, sure. Because that was just something that I came up when I was a little bit drunk. So that definitely not gonna be something that I want to do a long time, because seriously we are engineering and scientists, we don't have a lot of time to do those stuff.
Okay.
So I want to get people more close to what they have in mind, because we are very busy student. We have a lot of things to do, but we also have a lot of things in mind.
Speaking of time, so how did you find time to post everything? Did you automate some things, or did you because there's more than 300 posts on IIT Crushes?
Yeah, actually right now I don't have a lot of class, because CS class, I'm actually a CS student, so I don't have
masters, or
sorry?
Are you master's student?
Oh no, I'm undergrad.
Okay.
So I still have a lot of time, because the CS class is not really heavy, so I can just blow it off. Whenever there's a if this and that.
Yeah.
So if have someone that posted on the form, and it's gonna send me the notification that someone posted.
If people don't know, if this Venvat is an app that helps you automate processes.
Oh, okay, it's not really automate, but because I have to control what content that people is gonna put in the form, right? Because honestly, there's a lot of horrible things. I can see a lot of sad thing, a lot of story that I should not mention here. But
how do you feel to be the safekeeper of all of those horrible things, those like sexual things, sad and
scandal, and just argument, just people hating each other or something. So yeah, I feel like I am the people who oversee that, so I have to have the responsibility that not gonna go so far and something. Honestly, sometimes I did make some mistake because I don't know anyone. I don't know that one is even sometimes I cannot distinguish that's a girl or that's a guy.
Yeah.
From the name, because just honestly I don't know anyone. So there's some time that people put in the messages but without context, so I'm not sure that they are mocking that person or something, or they actually mean that. So yes, there's some people that you are a terrible person. Just tell
just from there.
Just message me directly DM me you are a terrible person.
They DM'd you that?
Yeah.
Why?
Because it's something that I don't understand, because I don't know the context of that message.
Yeah.
And maybe the person who sent that want to mock them or something,
right?
Make fun of them, but I'm not sure because I don't know the context of that message. So yeah, I admit that I had to be more responsible for that. So I apologize, and I just explain to them I don't know exactly who you are actually, and I don't really know the context of the message. So please forgive us for that, and we will pay more attention to the contents of the messages. So yes, there's I think over a month I have about two people that feedback me you're a terrible person.
Do you?
Yeah.
Oh wow!
They
because
send a message to him.
Because last week I was talking about the same thing on the podcast, because someone saw me walking with my girlfriend back in August, and they posted something about me. They were saying this brown guy was walking with this brown girl, and I want to know who this brown girl is. So they're trying to stalk me to find out who my girlfriend was. And when I read that, I felt kind of bad about myself, because I felt like people were preying on me. So that's why I wanted to message you. I wanted to be like, hey, can you take the post down? But at the same time, I saw people had already seen it, so the damage was already done, and I didn't do anything about it. I just wanted to ask you how you felt responsible about it, but I guess you just answered that right now.
Yeah, because that's a very open platform, but
right.
I am the person who oversee everything. So because everything that is just to me, that I read, that even if some guy maybe sends some messages instead of using the words girl, instead of chicks, Asian chick or something, instead of Asian girl or something, I'm just okay, so let's see, okay, so post or not, okay, I'm gonna post it, but I'm gonna change the word.
Okay.
Oh, right. So you modify some of it.
Yeah, I do. I have to admit that. So yeah, sometimes people, hey, that girl is hot as fuck, and I'm like, okay, not gonna do that.
Just hot.
Hot. Okay.
That's it. Wow.
Interesting.
Yeah. So honestly, I don't really care about people, but I think that's the purpose of the page was, like spreading positivity, and if that person maybe is just student at IIT, mostly are still very young, right? Mostly like sophomore or freshman, so they sometimes childish a little bit. So I am not judging that, but sometimes people just, because anonymous, so they just don't care about what they're saying. So maybe that's something I should modify sometimes. So
do you have a bunch of friends that know that you're the admin?
No.
No one?
Actually, there's one, but no, not really. No.
How does that person feel about you being that guy, the IIT Crushes admin? How does that person feel about you?
Not really.
They don't care about it?
Don't really care.
Have you received anonymous messages about you?
Yeah, I do actually one time.
Mm-hmm.
That people just tell me, okay, so that guy has a blonde hair, so that looks really cool. Because my hair that time was, like, it was blonde, but it was apart because it's grown out, so it's become black. So I don't know anyone, but that person was like, oh, it looks really cool, so you should dye your hair again. So I go on and did, yeah. So
Incredible.
I saw a couple of posts like, who's that Asian guy with the blonde hair?
Yeah.
I'm assuming that's you.
So what were your plans with IIT Pets and IIT FundMe? When I saw IIT FundMe, when I saw IIT FundMe, the amount of people that I thought would be the admin of IIT Crushes went a whole other way, and I didn't expect that to be you. You weren't in part of a shortlist, but now that you're here and that you're the guy, I want to ask you, what was IIT Pets and IIT FundMe about?
IIT FundMe was kind of dead, actually. I killed it after just one day because I realized that people are not so creative about that kind of stuff. So I mean, that what I intended to do with IIT FundMe was people like, okay, I have some good ideas, just I need about like $50 to do it. Like people's gonna come and just Venmo,
like GoFundMe.
Just kind of fun stuff like that. But I don't think we have enough people to like be creative about that. So
that'd be interesting. But I think that people, generally what we've observed so far is that when people come up with ideas, they come up with billion-dollar ideas that need hundreds of thousands of dollars to execute. So I guess there's that friction there in terms of interaction between your user base.
So just one day.
I thought it was a great idea though, and I was waiting really impatiently for you guys to execute something.
Just me. So you guys.
I still refer to you as you guys because in my head,
I kind of pushed the idea that there's a bunch of people.
I think that was a great idea though. It was a great idea.
So and about IIT Pets, it was because just I like dogs. Mostly I'm a dog person.
Yep.
So I like people to like go out and show people that they have some pretty amazing dog or cat, or people like even I think that dragon, how do they call it, a dragon or something,
Komodo dragon,
like some kind of reptile or something.
I think it's a Komodo dragon.
Yeah, maybe some. No.
Is it like a pet or something?
Bearded dragon. Yeah, this one.
Oh right.
This looks really cool actually, and even python or something.
Why did you create that account? What was the thought process behind? You just wanted to create to have people share their pets. That's it.
Yes, that's it. Just yeah.
Were you drunk at the time that you created?
Probably.
Probably.
I'm not sure because I don't really remember it after all. So yeah, maybe.
So the reason why we have this podcast is because we are building an app. He's building an app, and this podcast is to talk about the app. And with our guests, we've tried to have a bunch of guests that would be part of different sectors of different cliques at school. So you know at IIT there are different kind of cliques. There are athletes, there are nerds, there are people that don't care, there are people that want to create their own businesses, entrepreneurs. We wanted to have people from all those categories to come and sit so that we can have a conversation, so that we can understand how to market our app better. But you have the amount of information on an emotional level for what people think, what people like, who people like actually. How do you think that IIT students actually behave with the information that you have?
Okay, yeah, because let me check the number.
Let me rephrase the question while you check it, because my question would be, how do you think that IIT students think?
Or act?
Or act?
What do you mean, actually?
With the amount of information that you've had, people have been contributing, have been saying who they like, what they like, or have been telling you all sorts of weird, random stuff.
Okay.
To you, what do you think is, who do you think is the average IIT student?
So
how would you define it?
Like the typical behavior of an IT student.
Okay. I got it. So, how many students do we have on the campus right now?
Like 8,000.
I think about 4,000 undergrad, right? But we have
4,000.
Yeah. And do you have the number of the people that in the Greek life?
No, I'm not sure.
No.
How many?
I mean, I wouldn't say it's more
How
than
many
1,000.
fraternity and sorority we have?
I'm not sure.
Maybe about 10, right?
Yeah.
So each one of them has about 30 to 50.
Mhm.
So I would say about 300 to 400 people in Greek
So
life.
we can say like 1,000. Or like 500.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just 500.
Mm-hmm.
500 and 4,000 undergrads. That's a lot of people in Greek life,
Mhm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
And what do we have in sport? There's a lot of sport team, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And most of them, I think, would be in the Greek life as well.
Right.
Mhm.
So, safe to say about like 800 people
Right.
who are actively in Greek life and sport.
Right.
So, yeah, that would be the people who like interact with each other a lot
Mhm.
because they have practice or something every day, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, so basically the other people would be the student who mostly stay in the dorm, would be doing some great stuff, become millionaire one day.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So actually, I am one of those people who want to become a millionaire.
Definitely.
And stay in the
Mhm.
room, not talking to anyone.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Who knew? The creator behind one of the biggest social platforms.
No.
that is
It's
present.
not. I don't think it is.
You know?
But basically, yeah. Because I am the person who don't interact a lot with people,
Mhm.
so I kind of have another kind of mindset. I like to observe how people talking to each other in group in the comments, and what kind of people who like sit with each other. And okay, so athletes tend to sit with each other. Okay, I got it. Asian tend to sit with each other as well, and yeah, that nerdy guy will stay with each other. So the social life in IIT is not really active, I think, because people tend to hang out with the kind of person that they identify like in the same group.
Mhm.
So it's not really active. So yeah, I think that one of the things that you can think of when you create the app is we don't have a lot of people, and people tend to separate into a very small group of people.
How would you define each of those categories? Let's say you've mentioned athletes, you've mentioned nerds. Do you have any other categories that you might be aware of, but no one else is because of the platform that you've created?
No, not really. I don't want to put a label on everything, but if you have, some kind of idea that you have your app, like I think I kind of know what your app is like the kind of finding your study friend, right?
Study partners, yep.
Yeah. But I don't think it's gonna work here, actually.
Okay.
Because honestly, people don't talk to each other.
Yeah.
And they already know that the people who want to work with, who want to study with already. So I don't think it's gonna work here. But if you have some kind of feature, like killer feature or something.
What kind of feature?
Killer feature.
Killer, like.
Killer, right.
Yeah, so might be.
So what would be a killer feature?
Why you ask me? I don't know. But one interesting thing that I think of is people. No, it's just not work here.
It's fine.
I don't want to, like,
no. It's fine. We have had a lot of criticism from a lot of people. A lot of people have said the same thing. We just want to see for ourselves whether it's gonna work or not. So if it fails, well then everyone else but us wins because they were able to predict it. But if it works, we'll just be happy about it and we'll try to move forward.
Sure, but what I mean is, if you guys, that's obvious. Like a lot of people would think it's not gonna work, including me. But if you have some kind of, when you draw something, you hire something, you like kind of came up with an idea, and it's gonna work. And it's just gonna work because one thing that when you're not, aware of, everything else, I think it's gonna be something that gonna decide the destiny of your app.
I think we have to let loose one night and just hit a few shots.
I mean, it is. There's a lot of ideas that's, just come overnight and,
Okay.
Interesting.
Very interesting. We have to take that into consideration. Have you seen a version of IIT Crushes at other schools?
Actually, I did. Yeah. A few months ago, actually.
What did you think about those before you created yours?
I mean, I am kind of a non-traditional student because I kind of started to go to college pretty late, about like 4 years after people. So.
Oh, how old are you?
I'm 24.
Oh, okay.
And I'm just a junior.
Okay.
So yeah, I kind of know more than an average student because I live longer than them. So I have experienced a lot of things in life already. So don't want to brag about that, but I've seen a lot of confession pages and like something similar to IIT Crushes, but the thing is, the students who run the pages are really, they don't really pay a lot of attention to the detail of the messages, and they just put it on and, make people, because people want to know, interesting thing like, scandal or something.
Right, they want to know the source.
Thing, so I don't want that. That's not the reason I created the page. So something, like people hating each other, that would be, something, get a lot of attention, right? But I don't care. Actually, I don't really care about, how many people come to the page. I just want to, people who can express the idea that, oh, my friend is great, but I don't have some kind of media to tell them that. I just, because you guys, close friends, right?
Uh-huh.
I assume that. But have you ever like say, "Oh, I love you, man"?
Oh yeah, we say that all the time. Actually.
Yeah,
of
but
course.
you're that close. Okay, so but there's a lot of people who tend. Okay, that's cool. But yeah, if I have that, you know, kind of friend, I don't think I will say that to them, you know, like
Okay.
unless, you know, I'm drunk or something. I would say that at 4 a.m. in the morning, you know, 4 in the morning. But yeah, so just created that so people would have some kind of media to just expressing their idea. And okay, that's a really great person, and I want to tell them that.
Uh-huh.
And that's why I came up.
Nice, nice. Why are you stopping the account? Everyone is very sad about that because I think people, I don't know, I think people were kind of shy to even.
I saw a post today. They're like, "You will forever be in our hearts."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you kind of became part of the IIT Dome community, at least. People really embraced IIT Crushes at the domes, at least, because most of them were, if commuters would be commenting about people in the classrooms, but people living in domes would be more commenting about people living in the domes and eating
right.
at the commons.
That's right. But what I mean is, because that's a really good thing that grows really fast. But what I mean is, there's a lot of people, you know, having a crush on some people, but they just don't do anything and just posting there. It's not the point. If you have a crush on someone, just go ask them. Just go ask them or tell them, "I like you. I want to take you for dinner."
Right.
Just do it. That's the idea I want to give them. But at the same time, I kind of, you know, there's a lot of people around here, you know, like nerdy like me, computer scientists, just tend to stay in the dorm and just really shy about asking people out. I don't, but I'm not shy to ask people out, but I just happen to know there's a lot of people like that, and you can imagine that. Right. But yeah, I mean, IIT Crushes was the media for people to don't have a lot of social interaction to express their idea, to, you know, relieve themselves from the thinking of someone, you know, I like this girl, but I don't tell anyone. How could I tell them? And IIT Crushes came as something that people want. But I just kind of want the idea that if you like someone, just go ask them, just interact with them, go hang out in the city, and yeah, that's it.
Are you the type of person to do that yourself? When you like someone, you just tell them that you like them, and then.
I used to not like that, but I am now. So.
What made you do that change? Because I know a lot of people at IIT, they have a lot of crushes on a lot of people, but they never make the move.
Oh, you know.
It's
Oh, okay.
There's a lot of people.
Okay.
So I saw also that you posted last week that you guys are about to close the page. So might as well just go ahead and tell your crush that you like them now. You suggested that to your followers, right?
Oh, what?
You suggested your followers last week to go ahead and tell your crushes that you like them.
Yeah.
But a lot of people, they're not ready to make that move. What made you make that move yourself? What would be something that you would advise people to do to make that move themselves, to get the guts, to get the courage to just go ahead and say it? Because when you write on a page like IIT Crushes, most probably you don't know that person. Most probably you don't even interact with that person. You just see them, and it's very awkward to say hi. So how would you go ahead and say, hey, you know, I like you. Let's go on a date someday.
Yeah. I got a lot of questions from people like, okay, I got a crush just recently, about like 2 days ago. Just I have a crush on the girl, and I don't know how to approach, like, because she has a friend around all the time.
I did see that.
Yeah. So that's a very interesting question that Because IIT is very small. Everything you do, everybody see it.
Yep.
So it's really awkward for a lot of people if you don't have a lot of experience in dating or something. So yeah, my kind of I have no idea if you don't make the move and you're not ready or you just don't have the courage to do it.
Mm-hmm.
So just don't like them anymore. Just don't have that crush anymore. Maybe move on, go to other school. There's a lot of school around here, like
for sure.
UIC or something. There's a lot of girl over there as well.
Right.
So no, I mean IT girls are pretty actually. Yeah, surprisingly for engineering school actually. There's a lot of pretty girls.
Definitely.
Around. So
this one here, Nihan.
yeah. She's pretty. Yeah. I don't need IIT Crushes to. So my kind of idea is if you have a crush on someone, just have a courage to ask them out, to tell them if you're not ready, just move on to another person.
Have you gotten like direct messages from people asking you for advice on like relationships?
I don't think people would, no, actually no, but because I know that people would, trust me more if they know who I am and they will share that. So the next step of IIT Crushes, maybe I'm gonna host a show here, maybe.
Awesome.
Like, okay, so if you have a problem with a relationship or something, I would find a person like who would want to go on the show with me, like co-host or something, like, and gonna do that for you. And IIT Crushes gonna become a radio show. Who knows? Yeah.
Great.
So that's one thing that I do the research, that right here at the radio station we don't have any show about love.
Yeah, I don't think we do, because I work at the radio station. We don't.
Because come on, guy, we are in a college, and the most important thing about college was party, was sex, was love, was crushes. Why don't we have it? Yeah. So yeah, Tinder was created out of the college of I think UCLA or something, and that's the reason, because people want to hook up. That's the college thing.
I see that you draw inspiration from a lot of tech startups that were really successful, or companies, or even people, entrepreneurs that were really successful. Like you mentioned, you were quoting Mark Zuckerberg at the beginning. Right now you're mentioning Tinder being founded at UCLA. So I must say that I assume that you have some entrepreneurial endeavors that you're planning to ahead on in the future.
Actually, I do, because I don't want to work for a company and ended up my life like a regular person.
Right.
I want to create an empire.
Okay.
No, just kidding.
That's fine.
Yeah, but that's what people really want to do.
Are you working on anything right now that you'd like to plug other than IIT Crushes, other than IIT Pets? Are you working on something for yourself?
Actually, I have to do something for myself if I want to.
Oh, you're not working on anything right now, though?
Right now, I mostly working on developing my skill first, and then
respect.
Yeah,
respect that.
Yeah, gradually will become something.
Okay. When have you received the question that are you a girl? Have people come up to you? Have people DM you asking whether you're a girl? Because when we first saw IIT Crushes, we saw the pink themes, we saw the page content as a whole, and we automatically shortlisted people that were women to be the admin of IIT Crushes.
Yeah, my friend was like, "There's no way it could be a guy." And
what do you feel about that?
Actually, I planned for all of that. I want to, create the vibe that people would think that that's a girl, not some random guy, like
Right.
mostly like international student Asian guy.
Mhm.
That would be, something, nobody would think of, but I would still want to steer away from the idea that's a guy.
Mm.
So yeah,
So you purposely planned it as like.
I purposely do it right from the beginning.
Oh, it
I
works.
choose a theme.
It worked really well.
Yeah.
It fooled me very well. Congrats on that.
Yeah, I mean, I during the night that I was drunk, I kind of came up with all of that and just execute in the morning.
How do you come up with your designs? Because I saw at the beginning you had a theme, and then it progressed into something else, and then it became something constant but was clean. Where you get inspiration for that?
I just the first design was the IIT Crushes and cursive font and the little heart in it.
Right.
And I was kind of, what did I do? Because I started designing that logo when I was drunk. So I kind of don't really care about how it looks first, but then in the morning I open my laptop and see, oh, horrendous.
Mhm.
Huh.
Like, what did I do? Like, it's not me. So I kind of do it all over again.
Okay,
Yeah.
awesome.
And I kind of a person that I don't do design a lot, but I kind of know the theory about the color and arranging stuff.
Yeah, we did see that, because for the general themes would be pink, and then during you would give announcements, it would be red, and then warnings would be yellow. I really thought that it would be an architecture student. That's why I DM'd you, and then you said no, you're not. You're a scientist. You don't see the light of day.
Yeah.
Um,
Actually, I do a lot of things. I do photographer, I do DJ, I do sound designing, I do producing music sometimes. But yeah,
Yeah,
that's a lot of things.
Yeah, you seem to be a very ambitious person.
Yeah.
Seeing from how you speak to what you do, and where are you from again?
I'm from Vietnam,
Vietnam. Nice.
but I've been living in New York for 3 years. So.
Mm.
Have you been studying in New York?
Yeah.
So you grew up in Vietnam, right?
Yeah.
How was your life in Vietnam?
It was. At first, I thought American people would be a lot of different, but I think for myself, I was not living. I was not living in a very big city in Vietnam. It's kind of a countryside, but still, I was fortunate enough to live in. My parents had like, they're not real rich, but enough to like for me to grow up in a very modern environment. So I kind of feel like I don't have a lot of difference from American student.
Okay.
So yeah.
Nice. Because I wanted to know the thought process of all the things that came up to now. And I'm pretty sure there's going to be more things to come later.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to know the origin of you.
Yeah.
Do you want to give out your name?
Yeah, maybe after the show.
All right. Sure. For sure. Do you have any more questions?
Oh yeah. So do you have like any? Oh, you already said that. You already answered the question. Because I was gonna ask you, do you have anything you want to tell your audience about IIT Crushes? But you said that just go out and tell people whether you like them or not.
Yeah, but as I said, like if you have some kind of relationship question or problem, probably I'm gonna invite if you. Okay, so people, if you are listening to this podcast, and or you guys, if you know someone who interested in co-host or relationship team show, maybe we can contact me and
we can try to talk to people about that.
Yeah.
So that will be interesting.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nihan.
Yeah, you.
Do you have any questions?
Quiet,
Do you have any questions for IIT Crushes?
No.
Do you use IIT Crushes?
Yes, there's a lot of people who just, like, they don't follow the post, and they don't follow the page, but they read it. And I can, I walk around the campus and I saw people, just seeing it.
That's interesting because I was talking to my friends about it in the comments, and I have no idea whether now you are sitting around me or not. Have you ever heard me talking about IIT Crushes around you?
On what?
Have you ever heard me talk about IIT Crushes around you? Because
no, I don't know you.
Awesome. Thank God.
But I think I saw you sometime. You are a CS student, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Are you? You're not in any of my classes, are you?
I don't think so because I'm just mostly a junior.
Okay. I'm a junior too. So.
No, but I'm not yet a junior. Just
okay.
Yeah, very close to that because I lost some credits when I transferred.
Oh, okay.
So you mentioned like so you walk around, you hear, like you see people use it. Like, how does that make you feel? Like, are you like very proud or?
I think it's not something that I can be proud of, but probably because it helps some people and people appreciate that. So yeah, I think I would appreciate the support from the people that have for the page.
It's crazy to me how you don't want to take credit about it. You don't want to.
No, because I did nothing. So.
Good, that's amazing. I think we can wrap this up. We have asked you all the questions. We really thank you to come on the podcast.
Yeah.
I wish this was the last episode of the podcast. This is the second to last episode of this season.
Okay.
Because this semester is about to end anyway. I wish you were on the last episode, but because you closed the account today.
Yeah, because I want to like spend time for the final and stuff. So,
I understand.
Yeah.
Well, it was great meeting you, and it was great to pick your brain, and we can't wait to hear what you come up with next.
Yeah, I mean, this is kind of an honor to me because I've never been to, like an interview or something. So this is kind of a very interesting.
It's an honor to have you, definitely. I think you really created something that IIT truly needed, and it was really interesting to see the progress of everything.
Yeah, and I mean, like, including you guys and people who can be, watching this or something, or maybe seeing it later. So if you have some kind of problem, or if you have an idea or something, maybe you are too shy to talk to a girl, or too shy to share your idea, because I know that there's a lot of, club around here with a little, population of students, but there's a lot of clubs around here, but I don't think they work really well yet. I don't want to criticize anyone, but because maybe people just not open to other people. So maybe if you have some kind of idea or opinion or something, just reach out to me or whoever you think worth it. So just talk to them. Just pitch your idea, like spread your idea if you want. Just want to be heard. Just come to me, come to you guys, and maybe we will make IIT great again.
For sure. Yeah, that's I think that's a mission that a lot of students have, and I'm glad you share that too. And with IIT Crushes, we've seen how you spread positivity, so I'm pretty sure. I hope that the positivity that you've spread just tries to create a ripple effect and go for campus.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thanks so much.
This is episode 9. Next week will be the last episode, episode 10. We'll see you next week.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.